Hi, in this video we're going to talk about SEO, or search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is the field of study around getting your website to show up in natural search, or Google results essentially. This doesn't just apply to Google, but also applies to Bing and Yahoo and all the other search engines out there. This is a bit of a subtle art / pseudoscience kind of thing, where as a professional in SEO, you're trying to figure out and trying to kind of reverse engineer what Google has set up, or the other search engines have set up for their algorithms to choose which pieces of information move up on the search engine list as opposed to moving down on the list. So this ends up being a lot of things about, and it factors into a lot of other fields of study, such as website development, website design, and I think primarily things like content development and content strategy. So there's a lot that goes into getting your site to rank highly on Google. And there's a lot of things where it just takes a lot of time as well. So let's say you do everything perfect. You just had a new website designed, everything's looking great and is set up well for SEO. It still might take about 6 months for it to work. And there are some potential errors that you could make along the way that would make it even harder for it to succeed, such as forgetting to redirect your old pages. That's kind of a major problem that people usually face when they rebuild a website, is they don't redirect their old content. So one thing to note with SEO is that you really shouldn't try to just chase algorithms, is what a way of kind of describing what a lot of people end up doing with SEO, which is where you figure out exactly what Google is doing, or as close as what you think is exactly what Google is doing, and build your site specifically to solve those things. Because what ends up happening, and what has happened many times in the past, is Google will change their algorithm because people are essentially cheating. So instead of just having good quality content and answering the questions that people are asking, people figure out ways to inflate their rankings and make it so your website kind of cheats to go up higher in the rankings. That's no good. I mean, it does have short-term benefits. You can get your site to rank artificially very high, and people did that for a long time. But what ends up happening is the day Google changes their algorithm, your site, which maybe was getting many thousands of hits per day, starts getting like none. They start getting no hits because you didn't create your site in a way that is just generally very helpful and generally good content. You chose to kind of go after just those algorithms. So be aware of that if you are having someone work with you on SEO, that you want to just in general create really high quality content on a high quality website. That'll get the best rankings. And there are some things, some tactics you can do that will help, that involve using, other services, things like social media, having really good, rich content. Those kinds of things will be really helpful, and things like Google My Business pages tend to be really helpful for that. But that's another kind of algorithm chasing. So if you are doing anything outside of just making a really good quality website, note that it might be temporary. I hope that helps. I hope you have a great day, and thanks.